I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. gave a directive to the Department of Migrant Workers or DMW to make the Overseas Employment Certification or OEC application process for overseas Filipino workers or OFWs completely free of charge. DMW Secretary Susan Ople stated that before beginning to implement Marcos's instruction about OECs, the agency is waiting for the DICT's clearance of the DMW mobile app to assure its cybersecurity features. Once approved, the OFW Pass, a digital and secure form of the OEC that acts as a digital identity of the OFWs, would be included in the DMW app. The pass will be valid for the entire duration and expiration of the OFW's contract. National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA Undersecretary Rosemary Edilion said the impacts of the prolonged dry spell brought by El Niño this year will have no significant impact on inflation and the economy of the country. This is following the assurance stated that the Marcos administration is taking steps to mitigate any potential negative consequences of the phenomenon. Although it can be recalled, Pag-asa reported the majority of the phenomenon is yet to start and anticipated to occur around the beginning of 2024. As of July 9, the country's positivity rate, the proportion of those who tested positive for the COVID-19, had dropped to 6.3% from 7.2% from June 30. According to OCTA Research Group fellow Dr. Guido David, the Department of Health or DOH recorded 403 new cases, 0 deaths, and 350 recoveries, projecting 200 to 300 new cases on July 10. About 79 of the new cases are from National Capital Region. 4,168,009 COVID-19 infections have been reported nationwide thus far, with 6,606 active cases. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce.
Here are today's headlines. NEDA sees no El Niño impact on Philippine inflation. BOC nabs 3.160 million pesos worth illegal drugs in Makati City. President Marcos Jr. enacts law condoning farmers' death. Philippines and United States reaffirm profound bilateral defense alliance. DOLE helps workers claim 90,000 pesos unpaid wages. Young archers earn spot in the World Archery Youth Championships. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce.
I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. The Philippine Coast Guard or PCG District Bicol and the 902nd PCG Auxiliary Squadron carried out relief operations for the PWD and senior citizen evacuees in several public schools in Malilipot, Albay recently. Since Mayon volcano remains at alert level 3, the evacuees abruptly left their household within the danger zones. The PCG Camsur, led by Captain Eric Pabico, significantly contributed to the success completion of this event. With the Maharlika Investment Fund nearing completion, the National Economic and Development Authority says that the Philippines will now prepare to attain upper middle income status by 2025. Doniza Lopez for the full report.
According to the National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA, the establishment of Maharlika Investment Fund or MIF is a strategic move by the Philippines to attain development programs and projects in the country. The goal in mind is to achieve upper middle income status by 2025. NEDA Undersecretary Rosemary Edilion said the Philippines is bracing for the upcoming transition. Undersecretary Adilion added that the transition would have effects on the Philippines' fiscal situation and its eligibility in concessional loans, including the official development assistance. Adilion mentioned that once the Philippines reaches its desired status, it would be difficult for the government to get debt financing because they may have to pay higher interest rates. At present, the MIF bill is currently in the enrolled bill status and is in the process of thorough legal scrutiny as it awaits the President's approval. For Golden Nation Network, this is Daniza Lopez.
Secretary Gabo Chodoro Jr. and U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin III recently talked by the phone to renew the alliance between the U.S. and the Philippines. After congratulating Chodoro on his most recent appointment as the country's defense chief, Austin reaffirmed the U.S. dedication to cooperation with the Philippines in strengthening the alliance as close allies in the Indo-Pacific area. It was emphasized that much improvement has been developed between the two defense establishments in a short period of time. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce.
Here are today's headlines. NEDA sees no El Niño impact on Philippine inflation. BOC nabs 3.160 million pesos worth illegal drugs in Makati City. President Marcos Jr. enacts law condoning farmers' death. Philippines and United States reaffirm profound bilateral defense alliance. DOLE helps workers claim 90,000 pesos unpaid wages. Young archers earn spot in the World Archery Youth Championships. Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce.
I'm Jade Buhoy. Here are the latest stories. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. recently signed Republic Act No. 11953, or the new Agrarian Emancipation Act of 2023, last July 7, to condone the 57 billion debt of almost 600,000 farmers. Under the said law, unpaid interest, amortization, surcharge, and penalties of the farmers' existing loans on more than 1 million hectares of land shall be lifted. Meanwhile, Marcos added that equitable land distribution efforts should go hand in hand with a farmer support service to further sustain their needs. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. reassured the public that his administration is determined to continue the armed forces of the Philippines Modernization Plan amid delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Daniza Lopez for the full report.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. assured the public that despite the COVID-19 pandemic setbacks, his administration is determined to push for the modernization of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP. President Marcos Jr. said that they had experienced a slight delay in their schedule due to the post-pandemic crisis. However, Marcos Jr. assured the public that they are now working towards the original plan and hope to return to their pre-pandemic position within a year or two. In response to the country's pressing issues, the President held a meeting with the AFP commanders and chief of staff to find effective solutions with the focus on security forces training. As part of the ongoing modernization program, the AFP recently updated its military acquisition plan to focus on acquiring advanced equipment for strengthening external defense capabilities. For Golden Nation Network, this is Daniza Lopez.
Under-18 Filipino compound archers Alon Yuan Hukutan and Gwyneth Garcia both eyed the 9th spot in the World Archery Youth Championships at Limerick, Ireland yesterday. The 17th seed Hukutan beat the Germany's young archer Noah Newberg through a one-arrow shoot-off, moving on to the round 8 of the tournament. The 11th seed Garcia defeated the young archer of host Ireland, Jess Murray, by a 138 to 126. The recurve Olympic round eliminations continue this week before leveling up in the finals. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I'm Jade Buhoy. Watch these stories on Newsforce.
Here are today's headlines. NEDA sees no El Nino impact on Philippine inflation. BOC nabs 3.160 million pesos worth illegal drugs in Makati City. President Marcos Jr. enacts law condoning farmers' death. Philippines and United States reaffirm profound bilateral defense alliance. Dole helps workers claim 90,000 pesos unpaid wages. Young archers earn spot in the World Archery Youth Championships. Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is Newsforce.